we talked about it 3+ years ago. Now we did it. We're going to continue to do it. And not only continue to do it, we're in a far better place than we were the last time I told you.
Okay, so we've already talked about why the company is providing guidance now, but this is a really important milestone for Aries. How do you feel about reaching this milestone at this point?
Having the confidence to talk about guidance in the way that we have is, to me, we've been saying it, like I said, if you sat with me 3 years ago and you met me 3 years ago when I first joined the company, I said this would be our growth rate. I said this would be our trajectory. We've now put it in the books for 3+ years now. And so I think just now saying it in the broadest sense now to as many people as we possibly can, I think is just further demonstrating the confidence. I think before, if you sat with me and you talked to me a year ago, it was, who is this, who is this guy, this technology, is there a market for it? There's a lot of questions still, right? I think putting our heads down, doing the things that we do, building the team, executing the way that we have, growing the business the way that we have, then now showing up again and saying, okay, we talked about it 3+ years ago. Now we did it. We're going to continue to do it. And not only continue to do it, we're in a far better place than we were the last time I told you. And so to me, I think it's just business as usual. Like, we're doing the things that we said we're going to do. And I think that's probably one of the biggest parts of my job, is to just do the things that I say that I'm going to do. And this is one of those moments where, again, we say it in a broader way. And we've put the pieces together to accelerate, to be more efficient. If you talk to Vitaliy, he talks a lot about, the EBITDA numbers, and talks about profitability. We talk about all the different things. Everything we've done at this point is only creating a little bit more, tailwind behind us to make those things a little bit easier. We made it through some challenging times, like every company did, coming out of going through COVID, coming out of COVID, and the market is still a chaotic sea of waves and calmness, but mostly waves. And so I think we've weathered a lot of that, and we've come out in a really strong place, in a better place. As a brand, the fundamentals are better. The future looks brighter than it ever has. And so to me, that's really what I'm focused on. And I think this guidance is just another way to say that with less words.
Yeah, absolutely. It sends a signal about where we are. And like you said, we're confident to be able to continue to produce what we've already demonstrated we've been able to produce. Anybody else?
Yeah, Grant, I'd like to jump in a little bit here, because I think it's important to understand that guidance is an actual natural organic evolution of what we've been doing here, both on the fundamental side when Josh sits down with his team and grows the revenue, but also in the investor relations. Last year, we did about $8 million in financings. We've garnered a pretty wide network of investors across the globe: Italy, Germany, UK, Canada, US. And I think having this guidance is just another step in our investor relations strategy to show that, look, it's not about what Josh and I do here in the background. It's really about working with the market, working with the participants, with the brokers, with the investors, both on the retail side, institutional investors, and international investors in general. Having this sort of transparency, having this sort of relationship is a big, big milestone for a company of our size. Not every company can come out and provide this guidance and actually stick to it, and have this ongoing communication with investors to really build this trust, to really build the path forward, where we're going, why are we going there. And again, this is not accidental successes that we've had over the past years. This is targeted, strategic approach every single day. It's business as usual, but it's evolution in a way that now we're bringing it in the public market. We're being open about it, and we just want investors to be part of this journey with us over the next couple of years.
Excellent. Nick, do you want to add anything to that?
It's also, signaling exactly what Josh was saying earlier about getting from point A to point B is not an accident. And if you want to 2x the company over a certain amount of time, there's a number of deliberate and well thought out actions that need to occur before that transition occurs. The same thing applies to winning the trust of investors as well, right? And from that perspective, laying out these goals transparently and updating progress towards those goals is the most fundamental and most logical way to build that trust over time.